Have you ever wondered why some people are born in the cold silence of winter, while others arrive with the blooming of spring, the fire of summer, or the quiet fading of autumn? It might seem random, just the luck of the calendar, but across cultures, scientific studies, and spiritual teachings, there's a growing body of evidence suggesting that the season you were born in leaves a lasting imprint on your body, your mind, and your soul. We're not just talking astrology here. Research shows that the season of your birth can influence everything from your mood, your energy levels, and even your immune system, to your personality traits and emotional responses. Ancient traditions believe that each season was more than weather. It was a spiritual window, a frequency, a moment in time with its own vibrational signature. And when you entered this world, you absorbed that energy like a sponge. So, what does it really mean to be born in summer, autumn, winter, or spring? And why do people born in the same season often share emotional patterns, habits, or even challenges? In this video, we'll break down the psychological, spiritual, and energetic meaning behind each birth season. And by the end, you'll understand why your timing was no accident. Long before modern science, our ancestors looked at the turning of the seasons not just as changes in climate, but as spiritual markers, sacred gates of energy. They believed that each season carried a unique vibration, a kind of emotional and elemental signature that influenced everything it touched, including the souls entering the world. In Ayurveda, the ancient Indian system of medicine, the year is divided into energetic cycles that influence the doshas, or life forces. Being born in the dryness of fall or the dampness of spring was believed to determine the baseline of your physical and emotional constitution. In Celtic wisdom, the Wheel of the Year includes 8 sacred festivals tied to the sun and the earth's cycles. Birth during one of these portals, like Beltane, spring, or Samhain, autumn, was considered a sign of deep karmic placement, and in many indigenous cultures, birth in a particular season was tied to a spiritual role within the tribe. Guardians born in winter, creators born in spring, protectors in summer, and wisdom keepers in autumn. Even in early Christianity, being born around solstices or equinoxes was seen as meaningful, an alignment with divine timing. What these systems had in common was the belief that life enters through doors, and those doors are seasonal. Your season wasn't just when you arrived. It was the frequency you brought with you. Have you ever felt a special connection to the season you were born in, as if it lives inside you? Let us know in the comments. If you were born in winter, you arrived during a time when the earth is still, the light is scarce, and the world turns inward. And whether you've noticed it or not, that quiet intensity lives in you. Psychologically, winter-born individuals tend to be more reflective, more self-reliant, and more emotionally complex. It's not that they're antisocial, it's that they've been wired from the start to listen before speaking, to observe before acting. Scientific studies have even backed this up. One study from the European College of Neuropsychopharmacology found that winter babies are more likely to be cautious, logical thinkers, often excelling in analytical fields or roles that require emotional stability. Why? Because being born during the darkest months often means less exposure to daylight in early life, which subtly influences circadian rhythms, mood regulation, and even serotonin levels. This can create a cooler emotional tone, not negative, but deep. Winterborns feel life below the surface, like underground rivers shaping the world quietly. But that also means they may struggle with seasonal affective moods, overthinking, difficulty expressing feelings outwardly, energetically. Winter is associated with conservation and roots. Those born in this season are often old souls, builders of foundations, holders of tradition, and spiritual anchors in chaotic times. Their gift is endurance, the power to keep going long after others give up. So if you're a winter child, remember, you weren't born to bloom fast. You were born to hold depth, develop strength, and lead quietly by example. Are you a winter-born soul? Tell us what resonates with you the most. If you were born in spring, you didn't just arrive. You burst into the world with the same energy that brings flowers from the ground and light back into the sky. Spring-born souls are the awakening force. They carry an inner vitality, a kind of emotional sunlight that pulls others out of dormancy. There's something about their presence that feels like possibility. From a psychological standpoint, people born in spring tend to be naturally optimistic, highly creative, open to change and new experiences. According to a study from Semmelweis University in Hungary, spring-born individuals often have elevated dopamine levels, which contributes to greater enthusiasm and curiosity, but also a tendency toward emotional highs and lows. They're quick to dream, quick to start, and quick to light up a room. But they may also struggle with consistency, follow-through, or staying grounded when excitement fades. Spiritually, spring is the season of rebirth. In Taoist and Ayurvedic traditions, this season symbolizes air and movement, associated with visionaries, inventors, and those who bring new ideas to life. If you were born in spring, your gift is creation, not just artistic, but the ability to bring energy into form. Your challenge is patience. To allow time for what you plant to actually grow. You weren't born to repeat what others have done. You were born to begin again, and to help others believe it's possible to start over too. If you're a spring soul, share what new beginning you're stepping into this year. To be born in summer is to arrive with the full force of the sun behind you. These individuals often radiate a kind of undeniable presence, not always loud, but magnetic. They draw attention, connection, and energy without even trying. Summer-born souls are often charismatic, emotionally expressive, naturally tuned into others. Research published in the Journal of Affective Disorders revealed that people born in summer are more likely to experience rapid emotional shifts, from deep joy to sudden sensitivity. This doesn't make them unstable, it makes them emotionally alive. They feel things big: love, grief, excitement, and injustice, and they often become the emotional barometers of their communities, sensing what others are afraid to express. Summer is the season of action, expansion, and light. Those born in this time are often drawn to leadership roles, performing, teaching, or inspiring others. But here's the shadow side. When that summer energy is blocked, when their radiance is dimmed by rejection, pressure, or trauma, they may become overly self-critical, seeking validation or exhausting themselves trying to shine for everyone else. Spiritually, summer-born people are the fire carriers. They're not just here to feel, they're here to ignite, to push others forward, to warm the spaces they enter, to illuminate the path when others are lost in doubt. Their challenge? To protect their own energy. And remember that even the sun needs rest. If you were born in summer, share one way you've learned to protect your light. Those born in autumn don't enter the world in a rush. They arrive with the wisdom of the falling leaves, carrying the energy of transition, change, and deep internal reflection. Autumn-born individuals tend to be introspective, observant, grounded, but spiritually curious. Unlike the boldness of summer or the freshness of spring, autumn is a time when nature lets go. And people born in this season often carry that knowing, the ability to release what no longer serves, to see the impermanence in all things. They are often natural philosophers, teachers, or caretakers of hidden knowledge. They don't need the spotlight, but they see through illusions like few others can. According to a UK-based longitudinal study, people born in September, October, and November were statistically more likely to perform well academically and demonstrate mature emotional regulation. This comes from being among the oldest in their school cohorts, but also aligns with their symbolic energy. Growth through responsibility. Spiritually, autumn is associated with the element of earth and metal, meaning reflection, ancestry, memory, and legacy. Autumn-borns are deeply connected to time itself. They often feel nostalgic, even as children, as if they remember things that happened long before they were born. But they also face emotional weight, a tendency to overanalyze, difficulty opening up, and inner pressure to figure it all out before taking action. Their lesson: to trust that not everything needs to be fully understood before it can be felt or lived. If you were born in autumn, you are the quiet transformer, shedding what's dead so something wiser can grow. If you're an autumn soul, share one thing you've had to let go of recently to keep growing. Let's zoom out. By now, you've seen how each season carries not just a temperature, but a tone, a message, a rhythm. And that rhythm doesn't stop at your birthday. It echoes through your entire life. What if your season of birth is more than personality? What if it's a clue to your life's trajectory, the role you're here to play in the world? Let's break it down. Spring-born souls tend to be initiators. They bring freshness, vision, and momentum. Their lives are full of reinventions, constantly starting new paths, shifting careers or evolving identities. They're not afraid to fail, because for them, beginning again is sacred. Summer-born souls are often amplifiers. They magnify the energy around them. Whether that's love, conflict, or joy, their journey often involves learning to lead without burning out, to love without losing themselves, and to channel their fire into purpose, not just performance. Autumn-born souls are integrators. They reflect, refine, rebuild. They tend to experience deeper transformations in midlife, often turning inward after years of giving to others. Their path is about wisdom over speed and teaching by living their truth, not preaching it. Winter-born souls are stabilizers and seers. They often carry ancestral gifts, a deep awareness that unfolds slowly. Their life path is rarely linear. There's often a sense of destiny delayed, like they're preparing for something greater that comes later. But when it arrives, they are ready in a way no one else is. If this sounds like you, it's because your life has always been more cyclical than random, and the season you were born in isn't just your starting point, it's your soul's signature rhythm. Once you recognize it, you begin to make sense of why certain challenges repeat, why certain roles feel natural, and why your timing in life has always felt a little different than everyone else's. Your birth season is not just a fact, it's a frequency. And if you start living in sync with that frequency, everything begins to align. Your decisions, your relationships, your growth, and your healing. Comment your birth season below, spring, summer, fall, or winter, and tell us how it shaped your life. We'd love to hear your story. It's one thing to understand the season you were born in, but how do you actually use that energy to make better decisions, improve your relationships, or feel more aligned in your day-to-day life? Here are 5 powerful, practical ways to live in harmony with your seasonal birth energy and start feeling the support of your natural rhythm instead of constantly swimming against it. Redefine your new year based on your birth season. Most people set goals in January. It's in the cold, quiet dead of winter, but that might not work for you. Try this instead. Spring births. Start fresh in March or April. Make bold, creative plans. Summer births. Set goals during your birthday month when your energy is highest. Autumn births. Reflect and plant seeds in September or October. Your clarity is strongest then. Winter births. Begin your personal year with a slow, intentional reset, not a sprint. January can be a time for visioning, not rushing. Your energy will flow more naturally when you begin in your own energetic cycle. Create a personal ritual that matches your season. Small, regular rituals help anchor your energy. Try one of these. Springborn? Begin each week by writing down one new idea or intention. Summerborn? Start your morning with movement or sunlight. Keep your fire active. Autumnborn? End each day with a reflection journal. What did you learn or let go of? Winterborn? Use early mornings or evenings for quiet meditation or creative solitude. When you honor your birth energy, you create alignment instead of resistance. Understand your emotional high and low seasons. Every person has times in the year when they feel more alive or more depleted. Take a moment to reflect. Do you feel most inspired during the same season you were born in? Do you tend to feel drained or stuck during the season opposite yours? This is your emotional weather map. Track it. Trust it. Work with it instead of judging yourself for it. Use your high energy season for launching new projects, traveling, making bold decisions. Use your low-energy season for resting, finishing unfinished things, recharging your creativity. Surround yourself with seasonal complements. People from different birth seasons balance and mirror each other. Spring and autumn are complementary. One begins, the other refines. Summer and winter balance each other. One energizes, the other grounds. Notice which energies you're drawn to in friendships and love. They may be teaching you the next piece of your own growth. Accept the shadow and the gift of your season. Each season has both a gift and a challenge. Spring brings inspiration, but can also bring impulsiveness. Summer shines, but can burn out. Autumn sees deeply, but may isolate. Winter endures, but sometimes freezes its own heart. The key isn't to fix who you are. It's to embrace the full spectrum of your nature. Ask yourself, what is the strength of my season that I've ignored? What is the shadow I'm ready to bring into the light? Which of these takeaways spoke to you the most? Let us know in the comments, and tell us one small way you're going to start honoring your seasonal self. We often overlook the simplest truths. Your birth season, a detail so ordinary, it's printed on every form you've ever filled out, might actually hold the most extraordinary insight into who you are. It's not random, it's not coincidence, it's part of your design. Spring. Births come to awaken us. Summer births come to warm us. Autumn births come to teach us. Winter births come to steady us. Each season brings a gift, a rhythm, a soul pattern, and once you begin living in harmony with that pattern, instead of against it, something magical happens. You stop forcing, you start flowing, you stop comparing, you start aligning, because you realize you were never behind, you were never off track. You were simply on a different timeline, shaped by a deeper seasonal truth that lives in your blood, your bones, and your breath. So here's the invitation. Begin today. Notice how your season shows up in the way you move through the world. Honor it. Trust it. Let it lead you. Tell us in the comments, what season were you born in? And what truth about yourself did this video just confirm? If you felt seen, heard, or understood. Today, give this video a like. It lets the algorithm know that more people need this message. And don't forget to subscribe, because in the next video, we'll explore the hidden meaning behind your exact birthday and how it reveals your life's sacred turning point. You weren't just born, you were timed, and it's time to remember why.